when it all falls apart. We've all been there in that storm where storm after storm comes, setback after setback. We get a call from a loved one we talked to yesterday, and somebody calls us and tells me, they dead. What? I just talked to them yesterday. We're burying our young people. They're not getting to be 30 years old due to gun violence, a death. They didn't even have a chance to enjoy their life. That's not fair. Let me share my testimony. Many years ago, I ran for judge. And I asked the Lord, I want to get elected, and I need wisdom and discernment. Be careful what you ask the Lord for, because he's going to give it to you. And for every blessing, there's a burden. I got elected, but soon thereafter, my marriage fell apart. My dad died. I was displaced. I was homeless due to black mold, living in hotels. I would get in the shower, and the water felt like fire on my body. I was so used to giving, I was depleted. I was running on fumes. This occurred for year after year. I said, Lord, what have I done to you for you to allow this to happen to me? I look to my left, I look to my right, I see people prospering. They don't do half the things that I do. They're not givers like me. Why are you allowing this to happen to me? Do you hate me? What have I done? He said, my daughter, he said, you are on assignment. Your assignment is as unique as people's fingerprints. No one has the same one. He says, I created you. You didn't create me. And the assignment I have placed you on, you got to complete it. No matter the pain, you're going to complete it. And I began to say, I understand. I looked to the Bible and I saw that Peter was able to raise people from the dead, was able to call sickness off of people who were born with infirmities. Paul, by his shadow, people were healed. Peter was crucified and Paul was beheaded. We all got an assignment. Stop thinking that God has abandoned you because it gets tight, because it gets hard. I look back over my life and I could not be the woman that I am today with the testimony I had God not allowed me to go through it. Was it easy? No. Was it worth it? Yes. So I can share with you this day, if you keep going, you're going to be all right. It's hard. Yes. I ain't going to lie. It's hard. But you got to keep going. God's not punishing you. There is a purpose in your pain. You don't see it now, but you got to keep going. See, the enemy wants you to believe, come on over to my side. If God do you like that, girl, you can pop bottles, happiness, prosperity. That's not what God promises us. And let me tell you something. The enemy is a liar, and that's fool's gold. And I'd be damned if I'm going to spend my life in eternity, because this life is a dress rehearsal for eternity. And I'm not going to hell. Because one day, I want to be able to say to the Lord, I did my best. And I want him to respond. I'm proud of you, my good and faithful servant. You endured the course. It's hard, but you got to show up. And you got to do your part every day. And understand this. You are on assignment. And whatever that assignment is, it is as unique as a fingerprint. It's for you. And you're going to get through it. And God doesn't hate you. He's growing you so that you can be able to share your testimony of how God delivered you and how God enabled you to get through this season. Be blessed and enjoy your day.